Hello. Today I want to talk about the one eating habit that will help you eat less while really enjoying your food so that you can lose weight and keep it off for life. Let me tell you what it is. It's spending a whole half hour having your meal. And this is something that we have advised our patients for the last 2 decades that they needed to do. Some of them can take it to heart, can actually apply it, and we're talking about the minority of patients, whereas the majority of patients just couldn't do it. Intellectually, they like it, they understand it, they know it takes time for the stomach to communicate to the brain that the stomach is full, so they can stop eating without feeling deprived, without feeling that they're on a deprivation or food reduction diet, which nobody likes. Now, despite that, those who did it saw amazing results simply from this one single action. If you're sitting down to eat, take about 30 minutes, pace out that meal over a period of 30 minutes. The problem was with the majority of patients who liked the idea, understood the idea, and could not do it. So we had to really find out from those who could do it how they were able to do it. And we're not talking about people who normally eat slowly. We're talking about people who normally eat quickly, who got to understand this piece of knowledge and actually apply it successfully in their lives. So we wanted to go and talk to these guys and find out how they did it. Here's what they taught us. First, when they decided to do that, they decided that the environment where they eat the food needs to be very appealing to the eyes. So they wanted to perceive the food through the eyes first. The table, how it's set, the plate, how it's structured, how it's plated, the foods, and everything else. So step 1, it has to be appealing to the eyes. Step 2, the food has to smell good. The whole environment, the whole room, the kitchen, and so forth had to smell good. So they paid attention to that, which was very helpful. Number 3, they made sure that the food tasted good. So they started working on things that you can add to foods while processing and cooking and so forth that made the food taste good, like herbs and spices and things of that nature. And number 4, they made sure that the texture of the food was the kind of texture that they were looking for at that time, that meal time. So if they were going for some kind of soup, they expected the soup texture as opposed to something crunchy and so forth. So when these 4 elements combined at the same time were available, were present, it was easier for people to enjoy the food they're eating. And because they were enjoying the food, they were able to actually apply this piece of information where they needed to take about 30 minutes to finish the food. So they would put a bite in their mouth and they would chew it and chew it on average for about 30 times or more. This helped us eventually develop a rule which we called the 30-30 rule, which meant every bite you chew for 30 minutes and every meal you eat for 30 minutes. What happened as just a natural eventuality is you would end up eating less because the brain will get the message sooner than the time that you normally would take to finish your plate. And that reduction in food consumption alone caused people to lose weight. It is something that you can learn. It's something that you can apply. It is something that is rooted in science also, not just the fact that it takes 30 minutes for the brain to get the message. Also the fact that we have, as adults, so many less taste buds than what we used to have when we were kids. Kids have about 30,000 of these taste buds. We have about 9,000 to 10,000. Not only that, what we have in terms of taste buds actually degrades in quality as we go on and on and on. By the age of 40 or 50, we have less in number and less in sensitivity. You see? So how do we compensate for this as we get older? Instead of eating more, we focus on the enjoyment of the food. Okay? So do that and let me know how that works for you. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Hi, this is Dr. Matar again. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe so you can get the future videos. If you're new to the channel, what I do here is I discuss cases of my most successful patients who struggled with diet and exercise, yet were able to achieve at the end of their programs a well, fit, and slim life. I want the same for you, so if you have any questions or comments, please send them my way. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.